Donald Trump is officially the 47th American president, and first in business, he's expected to sign 200 executive orders. 8 years back, when he came to power for the first time, he signed 220 executive orders in those 4 years. An executive order is essentially an official directive issued by the president to run the federal government. And while it carries the force of the law, it doesn't require any approval from Congress, which is why these executive orders is a big deal. Let's take a look at what are the executive orders that President Trump will be putting forth.
US President Donald Trump is a businessman first, and as the head of state back in the Oval Office, his first day means a jam-packed schedule of business. Several of his campaign promises in executive orders that are expected to bring in sweeping changes, in true Trump fashion. Top of that is declaring a national emergency at the border to allow the Department of Defense to deploy the military and the National Guard to the border. He is all set to suspend refugee settlement for 4 months. In another order, the POTUS is ending asylum and closing borders to illegal immigrants. This leads to his other priority executive order of Remain in Mexico policy.
I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy.
These orders will cement Republican presidential campaign promises of keeping migrants of all nationalities from crossing the border to the USA. President Trump will issue executive orders slashing diversity, equity, and inclusion programs and proclaiming that the US federal government will only recognize 2 sexes, male and female only. He is also creating the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, which his close aide, the tech giant Elon Musk, is to look after. The new president in the Oval Office is overturning his predecessor's recent action to ban offshore drilling on the Atlantic and Pacific coasts by an executive order.
The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
And he declared overhaul of trade system, establishing external revenue service.
I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
Lastly, the Trump administration also intends to target drug cartels and what it called migrant gangs. They intend to designate them as foreign terrorist organizations, making it illegal for anyone to provide aid or collaborate with these groups. President Trump wants America to be great again, and so he promises to ensure that American interests come first in Panama, and close to home, the Gulf of Mexico will be Gulf of America.
A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. The United States, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made.
Executive orders are common for a new president's first day in office and set the tone and priority for their administration. President Donald Trump, in an unambiguous way, wants to set his administration's priority of zero tolerance of migrants with a national emergency on the borders. Bureau Report, India Today.